Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
And it's Adelaide Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner, Anderson in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God! It's another one from Aubrey Jet.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
and gentlemen, please welcome to the field of play Adelaide City and Adelaide United. Our lineups for tonight. For Adelaide United, number 7, Austin Ayubi. Number 14, Jay Barnett. Number 37, Johnny Yule. Number 44, Ryan
Welcome
White.
back here to some NPLSA action. It's round 8 fixture between Adelaide City FC and Adelaide United youth team. As the players walk out on the pitch, we'll go through the lineups of both sides, starting with the away side. Adelaide United, number 7, Austin Ayubi. Number 14, Jay Barnett. Number 37, Johnny Yule. Number 44, Ryan White. Number 45, the captain, John Paul Mbembe. Number 49, Musa Toure. Number 52, Satiri Phyllis. Number 54, Bailey O'Neill. Number 60, Oscar Page. Number 62, Fabian Taladera. And number 78, Malwal Nicola. For the home team, Adelaide City, number 4, Akok Arok. Number 5, Karen Stokes. Number 7, Daniel Bressan. Number 9, Matthew Dorber. Number 11, Patrick Caraccia. Number 17, Luca Fabrizio. Number 21, Fergus Lynch. Number 22, Juan Gutierrez. Number 25, Luis Larry Latanzio. Number 27, Harry Thomas. And the captain, number 33, Dakota Oshenham. Joining me in the commentary booth tonight is Antonis Pagonis. How are you feeling?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Alessio. Good to be here. And it's usually an exciting game between these two sides, so I'm hoping for that trend to continue here tonight.
As we all have been here a few times now, Adelaide City, and I think I'm yet to see a win for them, unfortunately. Came here at the end of last year in a finals game, came here against Campbelltown. So hopefully the home side get back to winning ways, but I'm sure there's a few players out there that are willing to break that curse at the moment and get back on winning ways for themselves. Adelaide United had a good win last week. Did you see that one, Antonis?
Yeah, it was a good win, Alessio. A bit harder than I would have hoped against South Adelaide, who'd made life hard for them. Brought in a few of these A-League players, and a few of them are still in today. But it was individual brilliance at the end of the day that won for Adelaide United from Panache Madana, who is in Brisbane right now against the Brisbane Roar. So they have to replace both goal scorers from last week because both goal scorers are with the A-League squad. Well,
Again, it just goes to show that when you can perform in this team, it projects you straight into the A-League team, and hopefully there's a few more players here today that are looking to get into that next year as well. You've got players like Bailey O'Neill looking to crack into that squad. You've got Malwal Nicola now making a name for himself in the young Joeys. Got a few players there that, with the off-season and ins and outs of Adelaide United's A-League team, will hopefully like to get their name in there.
Yeah, and you've also got your Johnny Yowles, who has had an extensive run in the A-League side. You've got Musa Toure, who Carl Vied mentioned that he might be in conversations with the club over in France. So everyone's got their own reasons for wanting to impress. But the good thing is players are getting opportunities. That hasn't always been historically the case. But the players have seen that you perform, you can get an opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. And even on the opposition side, Adelaide's here. They've got quite a youthful side out there today, and they had that same last week. I was reading their pre-game Gazebra, and they said last week they had, I think it was 10 players that were under the age of 20 in their matchday squad, which is fantastic to see for such a historic club like Adelaide City, still producing a lot of youngsters.
And I think about 3-4 of them had less than like 10 to 20 senior appearances, so it shows you that it's a club that is also blooding youth, maybe a bit more than they're hoping for with a few injuries and suspensions, but they've got young players that they're trusting to come through.
Got a bit of delay here as referee Christian Verdicchio is looking for another ground steward, I think. So we're going to have to delay this game, he said, as we're looking for another ground steward.
We might have to get your cousin, Alessio, here. I've seen him in the crowd to chuck on a high-vis vest to be a ground steward.
Yeah, it looks like there is going to be someone from Adelaide United who's trying to put one on here. They've got a few fans here to our right. So Christian Verdicchio said that he's going to wait up to 15 minutes till he finds a ground steward, but sure with the
shouldn't take that long.
I'm sure with the amount of fans here tonight and lifelong supporters, I think one of them's going to have to put on the bib and get onto it.
Balls are out, pass around, keep the players warm. Someone more cynical than me may call this mind games. I don't know.
I'd say it's mind games from the referee more than from either side, but I'm sure no one's going to want to get on his bad side either way.
No, they won't. No, they won't. While we're waiting for this to kick off, in the A-League, Adelaide United senior side is down 1-0 against the Brisbane Roar, with Henry Hall getting a third-minute goal. And that's got Australia Cup permutations because basically the winner of this is in the driver's seat for that fun automatic qualification spot, and I called it.
You did call it. My cousin is going to be one of the ground stewards there in the halfway line with a couple of other Adelaide United youth players. Been delayed about.
And I think we're just about ready for kickoff. Alessio, as Christian Vidicki checks his clock and gets us underway.
There we go. They've got enough now and finally underway here with Adelaide City on the attack. A couple of players obviously against their former sides as well, Antonis. You got Fergus Lynch out there, Daniel Bressan, Luis Larry Latanzio. Big bit of contention there. Matt Dorber saying that the keeper's come out of his box, but it seemed like the linesman was in line there and the referee had no qualms either.
Yeah, I think Oscar Page used every available millimetre of his box to pick up that ball, and Dakota Oxenham doing similarly by clearing there with his head. Another one that's facing his former side, the goalkeeper.
Correct. And obviously, before this game, I was looking at the two starting lineups of both teams. They both, more in doubt, play a similar system as well. Almost a 4-2-2, I think they like to call it.
Yeah, and when you've got Paul Pezos, obviously, on the other side, who was the coach of this Adelaide United side for years, obviously there's still an imprint of that. And very interesting how Adelaide United is lining up with Musa Toure wide and Austin Ayubi wide, and it seems like Johnny Yao and Fabian Taladera, who's in the midfield this week, are almost like false nine positions. Interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, well, no, as you said before the game, no experienced number 9 in the side as well today, as Luka Ivanovic is with that A-League side as well, and obviously they're employing playing Musa Toure on the wing more than up front, which is likely what he does in the A-League team when he is there. Otherwise, as well, you're seeing Jay Barnett get some more valuable minutes as he's coming back from an injury this season. And he's partnered in midfield there with Ryan White, who it's an early yellow card for Johnny Yule as well, getting a bit too close from that free kick.
Silly yellow card. Christian Vidicki calls it 3 minutes in. And you know Christian Vidicki is going to like to put that stamp on the game early, knowing who the referee is, the pace, the tempo of the game, and how it's going to play out. And I dare say we're not going to see any more of those anytime soon again this game.
Well, even looking at historically these games between these two, there's been cards galore over the past few games in the past few years as well. Remember going back to even 2017-16, there's been 4 or 5 yellow cards a team, a couple red cards for a few players as well. So it's definitely not a thing unusual to this fixture.
But yeah, as a midfielder getting a yellow card 3 minutes in, that's a long time to really toe the line for Johnny Yao.
So Rock now floats one in. Dorber with a flick on.
And that's something to keep an eye out today, because Adelaide City have a number 9 today in Matt Dorber, who is back for his first game this season.
Yeah, I think that's really going to change up their style of play as well going forward. In the past few weeks, they've been having quite diminutive forwards, and they've always been trying to play through balls onto them or trying to find them to go through 1v1. Otherwise, today you got a big target man like him. You can get flick-ons off him. You can hold it up a bit better than they've had in the past. So, I'd like to see what that is. Karacha, can he keep it on this near side? He has. Looks forward to that man, Dorber. He's in behind the first shot of the night. Just past the post.
You can already see the difference, like that target, that focal point for Adelaide City makes. it allows them to create a chance in a more,
streamlined
way that we haven't seen in previous weeks. For example, against Modbury, you were thinking, where are the chances going to come from this game? But here's your answer today.
And especially when you're playing with natural midfielders up there in Bressan, Bucco and the like, they're all going to want to try and get it to feet, trying to turn, trying to spin people. When you've got someone like Matthew Dorbe, he'll chase things, he'll get things up as the last target man, and he'll not try and get deeper as much as he can.
It makes life easier for these midfielders who, for the majority of their career, have had a striker to play to. The majority of these midfielders were playing with a Yumajok a couple of years ago, and we know the success they had with him. But Alessia, I think today it's two teams trying to find a way to click. City being winless in round 2 as Matt Dorby gets the ball.
Tries to float one back post in the area of uncertainty there. And Adelaide United come away with it. As you were saying, yeah, it's both teams just trying to click and trying to get some form into this team now. Musatura on the left side. Still going Musatura. Does he hang it up back post? He does. Who's there? Cleared that time from Harry Thomas.
And just with that, United may have won last game, but again, it's all different. A fullback's gone into the midfield, new players have come in, other players have gone out, so you're trying to click regardless of you getting into form. And good signs for United. They get the first corner.
Going to be taken on that far side now. To the near post, Phyllis gets the contact. There's Fabian Taladera with that one as well, in a more familiar role tonight, at least, further up the park, which I'm sure he was going to love. You obviously got Bailey O'Neill coming back into the team. First time I've seen him in a while, so it's good to have a solid left back there.
Yeah, it's his first game in a month. I think this the 28th of March was the last time he played, so good to see him back from his injury. And Marlon Nicola gives the foul away, but a big show of trust coming to this team, playing a full-back, not his usual centre-back role. Fresh off that trip to Italy, played in the win against Switzerland under 16s and a loss against Inter Milan under 17s. What an experience that must have been.
Yeah, two different fullbacks this week. Obviously had Panache Madana and Fabian Taladera last week, so at least now you've got two natural defenders in those positions, but big challenge for both of them today as well. I think this might be Malawal as one of his first starts as a senior player. Couple 1-2s here now. Johnny Yule back to Fabian Taladera, and now Ayubi tries to spin in the middle of the park, but he's crowded out by the youngster and Luca Fabrizio. O'Neill under a bit of pressure now. Musa Toure, good touch in behind, and he's still going. Musa Toure, he's got the clearance back to his feet on the left side of the box. Musa Toure goes down. Verdicchio says no, and it's a corner for Adelaide United.
Yeah, sticking by his guns there, Christian Verdicchio. Toure, you can say, looked for the contact, but referee does not buy it, and it will be a corner. And physio called for Musa Toure, who looks to be in a bit of discomfort after that challenge, but it will not be a penalty.
Yeah, we had one similar, if you remember, last game against South Adelaide. He does like to make that driving run on the left side, and he flings that right foot across to try and protect the ball and try and probably buy a foul, but this time again, it's unfortunately come unstuck for him.
Well, my thinking is the referee may see that foot come out and thinks he's initiated the contact, so play on as the forward. So it hasn't worked for him in the last couple of weeks, but
I think they call it the hazard step when he just steps across the defender like that.
But that's the thing, as the game adapts, the referees adapt with it as well. They find new trends or players who adopt trends, and they adapt as well. So it works both ways.
See what they can do from the set piece now as well. We've got a few tall timber in there as well this week. Satiri Phyllis is probably the tallest of the lot there at the moment. Jay Barnett, he's not too small, and you've got Malwal Nicola on the back post looking to sneak in. Going to be floated near post again. Oshnam drops it, but collects it on a second time of asking.
Interesting that Ryan White wasn't in that box because he's pretty tall as well.
Interesting as well to see that it was 2 corners to the near post as well. I mean, in my time of seeing Adelaide United youth team and the NTC teams play, you see UB on the far side float across in. He's going to find Ryan White with the head. He's beaten this time, and now it's Bailey O'Neill with time to strike. Deflected. And Toure can come back on, but as I was saying, most of the time when you see NTC teams, Adelaide United teams playing, they often go for a short corner routine and try and get a different angle or try and put a shot across the face and get a deflection. But the first 2 corners they've had tonight, they've tried to float it in near post.
And I think as time goes on, with the coaching adapting, you try to adapt that to try and get teams by surprise as well. You can't just do the same thing every time and get the same result.
Johnny Yule now on the far side. Looking to take his defender or get a 1-2 here. Ayubi lays off to Barnett.
Good play there, but I don't know if Jay Barnett's the player you want running onto that at the edge of the box. Relax is the call from the Adelaide United bench. It's the game's playing out the way they wanted, keeping the ball, recycling the ball, trying to open up that City back line. But you can see City's a well-drilled side who will not make that easy for them.
Yeah, what's also consistent when you're playing this type of setup as well is the 2 banks of 4 as your defending team. And when you're in the attacking team, you probably play as a 4-2-4. You can see those 2 defensive midfielders in White and Barnett trying to occupy that space just above the halfway line while your front 4 are quite dynamic in front of them. Musa now again driving inside, has the first strike, just past the post.
And when those teams play like that, I guess you try to exploit the spaces that pop up in the middle of that. And Adelaide United often tend to try to do that from restarting a play from a goal kick. They try to skip a line and go. They haven't had a chance to do that quite yet, but something to keep an eye out for today. In the past, the Dakota Oxenhams like to go long, usually to their striker, Huma Jock, in the past, and they tried to do that before with Patrick Karachi. I'm not sure he's a player that can do that, but maybe a Dorber can be.
I think what you find as well with Matt Dorber, he's really going to contest those headers more than a lot of other strikers they've had in the past. I know Jock is quite tall, but he's more likely in behind quite fast. And just the strength of Matt Dorber from set pieces and stop plays are really important for Adelaide City tonight.
Just suits their way they play a lot more. Looks like having that striker in.
Got a few goals down south at the moment. It's 2-1 to South Adelaide in the 17th minute over there. So
wow,
they've got the quite entertaining game there. 2 teams that are looking to try and get back to winning ways as well and try and move up the table. Ayubi still going there on the far side, still past one, another one. Looks to square it, and he might have run out of space as it goes out for a goal kick.
I think it came off him from his cross, rebounded back on him, but wow, 2 goals
in a minute. South. 2 goals in 2 minutes from Tyrese Conway as well.
Yeah, and look, they signed Tyrese Conway for some help for the Ryder brothers, and it seems so far today he's well and truly provided that.
Well, I think that's his first 2 goals of the season actually as well. We were talking about it last week, myself and Connie Komitsis, that he had been yet to score so far, and I was looking forward to see a few, same as Alex Rideout. And obviously he opened his account last week with a screamer from the corner flag. But now, yeah, Tyrese Conway getting 2 early goals in what's a very important game for South Adelaide if they're going to try and pick up some points. And if they win today, obviously they're going to be on equal points with Croydon Kings and Adelaide City and try and push themselves out of that relegation zone.
And again, last week they played a good game in my eyes, so they were unlucky they came up against a pretty stacked side. So it's good to see them continue that form into the next round.
It's obviously a short turnaround for both these sides as well, playing on a Sunday and then on a Friday night. Obviously with that public holiday yesterday, hopefully they had a lot to recover from there. Trying to get the seconds here. Phyllis to Barnett. He looks like he's going to have a few plays to deal with. Phyllis goes long now.
Unnecessary there from Stokes. It was already going over Fabian Taladera's head, but a bit too overzealous. Gifts the ball back to Adelaide United. But you can see Adelaide City, despite having a few players out, they're still very keen to press this Adelaide United side into error. I expect nothing less from a Paul Pettle's coach side, I guess.
Ayubi now, bit of space again. He's been one of the early target men for Adelaide United on that right side, getting a lot of time in behind and touches on the ball. O'Neill to Toure. Dummy there from Johnny Yule, but nobody's on the end of it to receive it. Yule now. Goes 1v1 with Gutierrez. Dummied again. It's Bailey O'Neill, edge of the box. Was he fouled? Referee says no. Johnny Yule! Good save from Oshingham though. Nice intricate play there. A couple dummies from both players and then laid into the path of Johnny Yule from outside the box.
Yeah, they're trying to play the way they do. I don't think this came off exactly as they wanted, but it ended up working. And Johnny Yule with a hit. It seems like he has a cracker in him a season at least, Johnny Yule. And it seems like Christian Verdicki's got a warning for one or two players in the box as the corner is about to come in.
See where this one's floated as well. It's gone short this time. Same area though again, and doesn't beat the first man. Dorber leading the press now. Forcing them back. Haven't got too many options now. Loose touch there from O'Neill as it goes over the sidelines, and see the coach of Adelaide United saying play Musa Toure early there. He was on. Dorber now and Barnett. Cross in. Good clearance this time out to Lowry Latanzio. First time we've seen him on the ball tonight. Lynch now back post.
It's a good idea, but no one was on the same page as him. But you can see Ethan Andrioli upset because they had that chance to go one-on-one on Toure, and he gets the ball there and he can absolutely burn that back line with his pace. But John Paul Mbembe just did not get his eyes to it soon enough. And there's that skipping of the line that we mentioned.
Taladera over the top for Musa Toure this time, but Dakota reads it early. O'Neill now though giving up possession to Adelaide City. Now they've got some numbers here. Lynch with an excellent ball to Larry Latanzio. He floats it in. Good interception though from O'Neill to recover.
And it's about defeating that perceived pressure, Alessio, because when you keep getting pressed, mentally you think someone's there, and that's always the case. So sometimes just to get your head up and be composed. And we've seen that loss from a couple of sides early so far. But corner Adelaide City.
It's going to be Harry Thomas to take it as well on that left foot. Floats it in near post again, not beating the first man these corners tonight.
I don't know what's happening. The conditions are pretty good, Alessio, but as you said, it feels like 3-4 set pieces. The first man has not been beaten as they go short again.
Bressano, that's a better ball. Back post. Fabrizio's there. It's going to lay on the edge of the box for Larry Latanzio. What a save from Oscar Page.
It's a phenomenal save from Oscar Page. Extremely well hit from Luis Larry Latanzio, but what a save from the young goalkeeper. Hands off to Oscar Page.
A lot of movement on that ball as well. You could see from here the left foot strike of Larry Latanzio in the top left corner, and he's got a hand to it unbelievably.
The reaction time to be able to get something behind that, because he flinged himself at it. But another corner, Adelaide City, courtesy of a phenomenal save.
Well, I reckon they're going to put Bressan on this one again after that delicious delivery before, unless they go short again. But if he's on from the set piece, at least he's lifting him over the first man. This time in that box again. Good grab from Page this time, and they're going to spring onto a counter-attack maybe.
And that's the equivalent of getting a shot on target for a goalkeeper, a save like that. He's full of confidence now.
White. Great switch of the ball to Ayubi. He's going to look to build up slowly through those defensive midfielders now. See another rotation here as well. O'Neill occupying that left wing space as Johnny Yule comes short. And they're breaking that press just like you said. Skipping the line now, it's to Ayubi on the far right. Puts his head down, goes 1v1. Delivers it with his left. Cleared this time. There we go, another skipping of the lines, that time to Taladere. He's doing well up there as a false 9.
He's enjoying himself further up the park, I think, Alessio.
Another switch ball, this time's cut out by Gutierrez. Johnny Yule now over the top, overlapping run of Nicola. Bit too far for him though as he lays that back to the keeper.
You know, Adelaide City's trying to bait that. You know, you can hear Ethan Andrelli below us preaching patience. Take your time, stay patient on the ball because you give the ball back to Adelaide City, who stayed compact and got a gift of the ball back.
That one's won by Ryan White. Bit of a tussle there with Gutierrez and Toure. And Verdicchio's adjudged that to be a foul as well. So they're going to get a set-piece opportunity on the left side now.
He saw a pull of the shirt. I definitely saw it. My only question was it going both ways, but it was definitely a pull of the shirt there that Christian Verdicchio picked up. And as you said, set-piece. But challenge today is getting it past the first man in the set-piece. Adelaide City's done it a couple of times. Johnny Yule's going to try to do it for the first time for Adelaide United.
Let's hope this one beats the first man as well. He's only got one in the wall there, so I'm sure if he doesn't beat him here, then there's going to be questions asked. Here's Johnny Yule now. Goes near post again. I mean, he did beat the first man, but first man in that crowd of people wasn't bet. Again, Verdicchio gives a free kick to Adelaide United, and a bit of push and shove there with Yule and Laui Latanzio.
He's got to be careful, Johnny Yule. He's on a yellow card. Can't be throwing arms like that. Especially, you know, Christian Verdicchio is going to pick it up.
Here's Ayubi now. They've swapped the set-piece taker this time. See what areas he puts it into now. Got Bailey O'Neill if he wants to use him on this left side. He's free. He doesn't. He flicks it back post. Phyllis was there, but he didn't meet the ball.
Good area he delivered in. A good delivery for Adelaide United, finally.
Thomas looked to switch there, but it was cut out. This time Stokes looks long again. Offside though was Dahl. We could see that one from up here easily as well.
Yeah, we are right on the line for it. Just went a bit too early before coming back from an offside position. Good pick up from the linesman.
Another switch ball this time, headed back from Johnny Yule. Got a bit of pressure now here, Bailey. Finds Barnett. See Adelaide City getting first to these aerial balls though. Had the whistle in his mouth there, Christian, but he said no that time. I saw a pull of the shirt there, but play on, says the referee, and Ayubi's on the far right side now. Great tackle from Thomas. Can he keep it in as well? He does, but he gives it away. And Ayubi's got another chance to run at him. He's gone past two of them. Is he taken down? I think it's just outside the box, Antonis.
Yeah, just outside the box. And a weird one there from Thomas because he was a fantastic tackle to win it back, but it felt like he played it right back into danger, and Austin Ayubi was more than happy to accept the gift. And another set piece for Adelaide United.
Yeah, it looked like it was on that far side, and you know he's a left back, so he wants to take it on his left foot, but all the space was to his right there. If he just took a touch down the line, he would have been away from his defender and would have had a lot of space and time on the ball. Tried to do a little step over and just played it back into the path of Austin.
Yeah, and it seems like Austin Ayubi's just limping after that challenge.
Gone short this time. Taladera, great save from Dakota. Down close to his near post that time.
And it's the goalkeeper's game so far, huh? There are a couple of good saves each way as the scores remain 0-0. But yeah, a real game with the set pieces here, but no one's really made the most of them so far.
It's going to be Taladera on his left foot this time to whip this in. Little flick on. Ayubi's there! And he taps in from close range, Antonis. And as you said, the set piece is really going to play tonight. And they've made it work this time, Adelaide United.
Yeah, that in-swinging set piece causing all sorts of problems. And Austin Ayubi won that free kick, so only right for him to be able to finish it off. He did seem to have a limp after that, but we didn't see that in the celebrations, did we?
No. Didn't look like that corner was going to beat the first man either, but somehow it's squiggled its way in through there, and Austin Ayubi's got the touch just past the keeper, and he's got another goal for Adelaide United.
But see, the purpose of the short corner is to create that chaos, and that's exactly what that did, and what allowed Adelaide United and Austin Ayubi to tap in home to an empty net. If it's just clear by the first man, obviously it hasn't served its purpose, but exactly right there. It just took the goalkeeper out of it, and there was no one to prevent Austin Ayubi from opening the scoring.
Some of the great goals we've seen of Austin Ayubi in the past as well. His first two for Adelaide United are quite easy, I would say. Just in front, a couple of yards in front of the keeper, and no pressure at that time, but they all count, as they say. A little chance in behind here as Dorban stayed onside. He's got a chance straight to the keeper. And he did stay onside there, and the chance has not gone just yet. Barnett's got Musa Toure here, great touch ahead of his defender, and looks like he'll take it all the way to the other side of the pitch. Create another 1v1 for Thomas and Ayubi. Ayubi cuts inside again, looks for the feet, but can't find him this time, and it's going to be another late challenge. This time it was Thomas again on Ayubi, and he's won another free kick.
And a yellow card here for Harry Thomas as well, but yeah, just going back on the other side, Adelaide City nearly coming level there, and Oscar Page was kind of caught into no man's land there. He came out and retreated, and I think he was far enough to go and challenge for the ball, but at the end it worked for him. He was able to save the shot, and Adelaide United gets another set piece at the other side.
We've seen a few of those chances in the Premier League with Nunes and Jackson in the same areas, and similar to them, he just hasn't whipped it to the far corner, just cut it across the keeper, put it in the far corner. They've tried to go finesse in the near post, and he's found the same reaction as them, straight into the keeper's hands.
You sound like a tortured Liverpool fan. Let's see.
Looks like it's going to be Ayubi to float this in. Again goes near post, but that one didn't even have any lift on it and was cleared. Karachia is fighting with Nicola, pulls his shirt. I think he's going to avoid a card, luckily, as well there.
Interesting conversation in front of us about the laws of the game, but yellow card avoided.
Nikolai now picks up, finds White. Good interception this time, and got a bit of pressure here as Adelaide United youth team. Bailey O'Neill charging forward. Tries to flick it in behind, but Dakota's got that one. There's an interesting chat about the laws of the game, but I do understand where the linesman's coming from. I mean, it's obviously a much different situation if that's on an attacker in the attacking half when a goal's almost imminent compared to a defender facing back to goal and not much pressure or other Adelaide City players around him. So it is obviously different rules for an attacker versus in a defending situation. Taladera now chops inside, and it's getting a bit scrappy there.
I think the terminology they use, Alessi, is stopping a promising attack. So, like you said, different situation.
Barnett now. They've been using this right wing quite effectively this first half. Yubi now floats it in, but looks like Talladera did get ahead on that and just goes over the bar, and you wouldn't expect it against a defender like a rock.
And you mentioned it before, Alessio, that he is thriving in that position as a false nine. It's not one that I can remember seeing him in, but it seems like he's having a good time of it there. It's football intelligence, knowing where to move and when to move and how to move.
I mean, there's not many teams that could play their left back up front the next week either. Bit of a loose pass there. Ayubi gets another chance. This time he blazes over after a poor play out of the back from Adelaide City. Gifted him another opportunity.
Yeah, but now he's out of position and they're out with Harry Thomas. He gives it away to Mahmoud Nicola.
Dorba now. Might get on the end of this from Bressan. He does go in front of Malwa. Nicola crosses across. Just had enough players there to Adelaide United to clear that situation.
Both teams living a little dangerously here, Alessio.
Harry Thomas now gets in front of his defender. And they finally clear Adelaide United. And there's obviously another goal down south as well. 2-2, Croydon Kings and South Adelaide now. And apparently some quite enticing goals as well. So
some first half, huh? 2-2 with good goals. Making up for the temperatures down there.
I think if you look at my predictions this week as well, I think I had a 3-3 for that game.
Might surpass that by half time. You can see Adelaide United playing out again and finding some space. Just Adelaide United not maximising that space they're making for themselves. They are able to create it, but when it comes to the execution of getting through that final line, they don't seem to be able to consistently get through.
Bailey O'Neill now looking for feet here. Toure wasn't up to it, and Larry Latanzio now gets fouled. Lynch now puts it into the area for Dorber and Satiri Phillips to contest, and shoulder to shoulder there is eventuated in the foul for Adelaide United.
But, you know, it might be a frustrating foul to give away, but I don't think it's a good thing City have someone up there to be able to do that. It's something they've lacked.
Yeah, I think they'd rather a stoppage rather than try and sit in a block and defend this possession from Adelaide United.
And it's that too, because if it's not a stoppage, you might be out the other side with Austin Ayubi running at you.
Yule now passes that whole midfield line. They've got numbers forward here. Johnny Yule still going. Plays it forward to Musa Toure. He's got O'Neill on the overlap. I think he's going to go for the 1v1 instead. This time he finds O'Neill. They've got quite a lot of numbers on this left side. Looks for the 1-2 with Johnny Yule. And they're going to give that. I thought they were giving that one away there, but they've got the throw in this time. And going all the way back as well. Phillips and Dorber having a little bit after the ball there. Bit of a straight kick that time from Oscar Page, and the coaching staff as well is saying there's no one there. Probably not the best kick they want after having all that possession.
I think he wanted a Toure run, but I don't think Toure ever thought that was on.
A rock now to Gutierrez. Standing outside the pitch as well there.
And you can see that confidence going into it, that understanding between these players who don't always get to play together week in, week out because of the chopping and changing when it comes to the life of being the youth side of an A-League side. But the understanding is growing. We're starting to see some good bits of play from these players.
Barnett, loose touch that time from Johnny. Just skipped over his foot there, but see a few more rotations happening now with Ayubi coming into the middle and maybe Taladera going out wide right. Fabrizio picking it up now. Thomas looking long. Cut out easily from Phyllis though. Good press though from Adelaide City. Lynch comes away with it. Drives inside, but he's shown too much of it to Mbembe. There might be a foul in there. Referee says no. Lara Latanzi has a shot. Put it across the box and great defensive action from Phyllis.
Yeah, had to jump in there desperately, but Adelaide United creating their own problems there with a ball that should have been played out long before that happened. And just in the A-League, Adelaide United has drawn level against Brisbane Roar in that clash for the 8th position.
Who scored the goal?
Hiroshi Busuki.
As usual.
Who sounds like he might be on his way out from Adelaide United, interestingly.
Thomas now, he post again, and there's a foul in the box there from Verdicchio, so he's not going to get a second opportunity. I think one of the rumours was Busuki to Brisbane as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So he's showing his potential new suitors what he can do as well.
Time will tell. We'll see a lot of ins and outs, which, like you said before, Alessia, gives a lot of opportunities to a lot of the guys on the park today.
Been a revelation though up front as Ibusuki. I don't think I've seen a striker score as many as he has for them since Van Dijk. Bressan now trying to float one into the top corner. This time he's unlucky and floats over the crossbar, but I think, yeah, since Craig Goulden's probably scored quite a few goals like that, but a number 9 out and out. I don't think I've seen one since maybe even Jitte probably, Van Dijk.
And speaking of the game here, Adelaide United once again creating their own problems. City leave them off the hook with a poor finish, but Adelaide United has gifted Adelaide City 2 chances. There might be one up, but they need to be careful.
Johnny Yule now goes down the wide left this time. Going to face up a rock. Finds Musa Toure, tries to find a shot. Slips over in the process. O'Neill now flicks it in behind for Taladera. This time he gets it on the head, but wildly over though. Bressan flicks over his head and Dorber inadvertently wins that one, and what an interception from Mbembe to keep this clear and keep the ball for Adelaide United. White now with an excellent ball, this time to Ayubi again on that right side, and chance to face up his defender. Cuts inside on his left. It's Red this time. White though with a strike. I think it might have even come off his own player, and Harry Thomas going to ground there as Adelaide United keeper, and Ayubi does his best Dele Alli impression with a flick over the defender, but couldn't find the volley like he did.
A couple of impressive actions there. Ryan White first of all that ball over the top and then to win it and keep it there, and Ayubi with some individual brilliance. And you can see growing to the game, Adelaide United, but City remain a threat. We saw Matt Dorber single-handedly winning the ball there before.
Rock with a timely interception and only cleared as far as Jay Barnett, and they can keep the pressure on here, Adelaide United. Flicks over the top of Gutierrez as he shoves him to the ground, and somehow he's avoided a booking as well there.
Yeah, I don't know how, but you can see Johnny Yole's confidence is growing with the football he's getting, because a player that's so confident is not doing that, flicking the ball over his defender's head and beating him to it. So, fantastic bit of skill there, and wins the foul for his trouble.
And you can see at the moment at the start of this half that the right side has been having all the dangerous attacks. As O'Neill tried to fizz that across the near post, but nobody was there to meet it. But the amount of times I've seen that ball switched over to Austin Ayubi, he's had a chance to show his 1v1 skills, and at the moment he's been cutting on his left quite a lot, which is good to see as well. As he wins at that time, and going to be a throw-in on the far side.
You can see the intent of stretching this Adelaide City side to create those holes in this team that, like Adelaide United, there's a lot of chopping and changing about it for different reasons, but it has been an unstable side. And again, winless since round 2, Adelaide City is really looking for a spark, something that to boost them.
Through Yule. And we're going to find that right side again. More drama in that South Adelaide Croydon game. Apparently Croydon have missed a penalty saved by the keeper of South Adelaide Panthers in Lewis Moss. Right before the half-time whistle as well. And the other game in the State League's kicked off as well with West Torrens Bacala and Sturt Lions.
I've quite enjoyed our game here at Alessio, but that one sounds like it's on the next level, that South Adelaide game.
Well, similar to them, I mean, both these sides are in a similar position on the table, when obviously those guys are really trying to fight it out a bit more to get the points, but so far we've seen a lot of possession and probably some loose long balls from Adelaide City here.
Yeah. And concerningly for Adelaide City, if Adelaide City doesn't get a win here and South Adelaide gets a win at home, Adelaide City is dropping to the relegation zone, which, again, pretty unheard of, isn't it?
And we've seen a goal in that State League game as well. West Torrens Bacala going 1-0 up as well. Which is big for them as well. I think they're trying to secure that top 2 finish at the moment. Good tackle from Gutierrez, but Toure comes away with it. He's going with speed here against the rock. Both holding hands. Ridiculous says play on, surprisingly. Potentially, I guess it's from both sides. It's just 50-50, but
just got to stay switched on here, Adelaide United, which is the message before the break. Worst time to concede is just about now.
Gutierrez now tries to go over the head of O'Neill. Heads into a dangerous area, though.
Offside.
Bressan taking advantage of another one, but the back heel is just a bit too far ahead of Luca Fabrizio. Thomas now against Ayubi. Avoids the challenge, and he's going to use his speed maybe to whip across into here. Bressan. Rock tries to go over the top, inadvertently hits Bailey O'Neill, and Larry Latanzio now has time. Finds Gutierrez, looking down the line again for Larry Latanzio, but he wins the throw-in instead. Can't find an option at the moment, Juan Gutierrez. Lets that one go as well, Christian Verdicchio. Letting a lot of the game go so far. Another loose pass from Adelaide United, picked up from Dorba, and Stokes tries to find Adelaide City now on the attack here. Luca Fabrizio, if he can find this ball to Larry Latanzio. Not much on, looks for feet. Big swing and a miss though, unfortunately, from Lewis. And now Adelaide United got a few numbers forward, but the pass is poor. Goes in behind, Patrick Karachi has found himself onside. Whips the ball far post, Matt Dorba's there! And that's the equaliser for Adelaide City. He's back in the team and back amongst the goals, Antonis.
Yeah, exactly what you want him there for, to finish off those chances that come in the box. But once again, LA United, the architects of their own problem, as Matt Dorba gives it the good old AFL umpire goal salute. And it's 1-0 on the Castle half-time.
What a run as well. I think Adelaide United will be quite upset with how they dealt with that previous Larry Latanzio swing and a miss. They cleared it, they had numbers forward, and they played it into the area where there was more Adelaide City people, and then they had to defend another counter-attack.
They've led for the majority of the game, Alessio, but they've given those chances up to City. City's left them off the hook a couple of times, and they finally punished them.
Perfect time to score as well. Added time to the first half. That's what you want to go into the break with, and some confidence in Adelaide City finally scoring a goal. And I see, as you said, they only scored one goal in the previous 5 games, so getting underway here in the first half has probably got them in good stead for the next. And there's a half-time whistle from Christian Verdicchio. It's 1-1 here. Bit of excitement to end that half now, and as we go to the break, it's 1-1 here, and I think it's 2-2 over there at Croydon in South Adelaide. So a lot of games to play here, and hopefully a lot of interesting football as well.
Yeah, a lot of action still to come. We can see Oscar Page is upset with that goal conceded. I don't blame him. We'll see how the second half goes for. Two sides are desperate for 3 points.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with NPLSA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Adelaide, Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner, Anderson in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God, that's another one for Montbridge.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
Here come our two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal! The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair up the double. There's the back foot. Australia head over heels about this superstar.
In their first goal there, but now we look here to kick off between Flinders and Adelaide Comets. McDonald Hall. Ball comes in. Sugihara gets the touch. Captured there by Molino. Comets getting another opportunity. Answers as of yet, but Flinders doing well to hold their own. The effort from range. Oh, wow. An unbelievable finish.
What a goal.
Comets will be facing Western Strikers of the WSL. We'll just hold off on that now while Adelaide Comets look to get forward. Sugihara. Opportunity arises for Flinders, easily caught by Chekowitz. Having the effort from range. Inter not having a great start to the season. Flinders looking like a completely different side from last year. Comets with the opportunity. Cleared away, falls to Nicola. We've had a few players The ball just needing to be dealt with here.
Yeah, happy for Liv. She's one of the most hard-working people I know, and just let that play out. Yeah, she's one of the most hard.
Nicola. Ball through. Hazelwood, great save just to keep it out by Molino. Concedes the corner, however. Through ball for Nicola, has it wide again through Hazelwood. In plenty of space, has the shot. Captured by Molino. Hankins looking for Hazelwood.
Jeez Louise.
Ball delivered in, headed away to Beale. On the edge of the box, has the shot.
Oh my gosh.
Bethany Beale with the equaliser, and you can't say they didn't deserve it. Unbelievable. Can't complain. Ball comes in. Headed away. Referee has the whistle to his mouth.
Wow.
And full time. Flinders with that late equaliser through Bethany Beale. Seals the point. And you'd have to say that'd be a point gained and 2 points lost for Adelaide Comets after holding out for so long.
Get your school holiday football fix these April school holidays. With tailored football development sessions for all. Filled with skills, games and fun from accredited coaches. With options of single days and multiple camp days. The Football South Australia April School Holiday Camps. Sign up now at footballsa.com.au.
And the future is orange for Stratmine. Flinders are in the lead. Rachel Quigley. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
LA Comets to 2023 premiers.
Saved by Conley. They had to go the distance and then some.
Italian derby tonight. I think that's why they've got us on here, haven't they?
Yeah, I reckon they've looked at our backgrounds and thought, let's get these boys on. But we'll go through the starting lineups of both sides, starting with the home side, Adelaide City. Number 4, Arok. Yeah, it's one of his first chances here for Adelaide City. Paddy Carachia. He's come on in the first 5 games so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see what he can do from the start here. And I'm sure he's played there. And then obviously you've got on the Campbelltown side, Josh Murray coming against his former team in Adelaide City. And you've got Alexander Woodlands, Joel Allwright as well. James Boff obviously misses out tonight, but he was a former City player as well. As we see them kick. Nips past the rock, whips one in. Marino. Matsumoto just past the post there. First chance for Campbelltown kind of Hills. So maybe that's the avenue for them so far in this game. It's Bressan now. Near post this time. No header. Cleared off the line. It's Carachia who gets the goal and opens the scoring here for Adelaide City. Scoring his first for the club, Connie. Maury, though, he's away here with Stokes. Goes first time, Maury. Just past the post. Didn't probably connect on it as he would like, but... Counter-attack here from Adelaide City. Marino, no foul, says the referee. Mark Marino's in behind. Chips him. Just past the post. What a chance for Campbelltown. Good triangle play there. Matsumoto. Maury again picks it up. Maury, is he tripped? Referee says yes, and it's a penalty for Campbelltown.
Fairly easy decision for referee Daniel Faulkner to make.
It's Alex Mullen now looking to extend his lead as the top scorer in this fixture. Alex Mullen, the captain. Top corner. equalised for Campbelltown City. 1-1 here.
An absolute rocket into the roof of the net.
Couldn't find anyone. Jake Halliday now, does he wind up and shoot? He does, Jake Halliday! What a save from Oshenham. I could see him winding that one up from a mile away. But 4 of those goals were for Adelaide City against Campbelltown. It's a goal from Josh Murray. City's boy is Campbelltown's man. And he gets the early goal for Campbelltown to put him 2-1 ahead. What a volley into the top corner from him. Murray slipped in behind again this time. He's going to look to square it. He does square it to Marino. And he scored his 5th goal against Adelaide City, Mark Marino. And they take an unassailable 3-1 lead, Connie. Centofanti in the wrong area, unfortunately. Adam Piscineri lines up. Off the crossbar from Adam Piscineri. Fantastic strike from him, but he couldn't get it to dip all the way down. And good tackle, though, on Matsumoto. Deliver with his left foot, he does. Not a dangerous enough area, though, and it's straight into the hands of Woodlands. Good fight, though, from Bucco there. That's secured 3 points for them. It's also a red card in that West Times Bacala vs Cumberland game. And there's full time here at Adelaide City Park. And the away side has come away in the derby with a 3-1 win, and some excellent goals here from Campbelltown City.
Adelaide City and Adelaide United, the scores are currently 1-1.
Back here to start the second half. Adelaide City versus Adelaide United. Couple games going on elsewhere as well. 2-0 for Bacala against Sturt Lions. Couple penalties, one missed, one scored in that game. And in the other game, South Adelaide and Croydon, there was a penalty saved from Lewis Moss in the last minute before half-time as well. No substitutions so far in this game either at half-time, and Adelaide City win the early free kick.
And of course, in the A-League, Adelaide United has taken the lead against Brisbane away from home with Hiroshi Busuki getting his 2nd goal of the night as well. And an early free kick for Adelaide City here, who will look to deliver it into the area with Daniel Bressan.
He floats it. Very easy for Barnett that time, and Musatura was going for a volley in the opposite direction for some reason there, but miskicked it anyway.
Worked out.
Bit of pressure from Adelaide City again. Start of this half.
Just got to be a bit more decisive with the decision making this half, Adelaide United, because so 50-50 passes kind of gave City a few opportunities in the first half, which led to that goal. So got to be better with their use.
Fabrizio now this time finds Caraccia. You'd have to say when those players come back for Adelaide City, Caraccia's going to find it Paul Pezos is going to find it hard not to keep Karacha back in the lineup. He's had an involvement in the last 2 games here at Adelaide City Park, and after having a few minutes off the bench in the first few rounds of the season, he's come into his own this last few, and it's Harry Thomas on the left side now, still going, tried to get onto his left foot, he might get a second opportunity. Harry Thomas cleared off the line, I think, from Phyllis. It's Bressan again, cleared off the line, this time from Oscar Page with a good save.
A couple of last-ditch efforts from Adelaide United there to keep the score level, and it's not been the start that we would have hoped for, as Adelaide City get another.
What a start to the half here as well, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. And back on Patrick Karacha, absolutely. What you said about him being a player that's going to be hard to take out the side, because he's been the shining light to a side that hasn't had much luck. As it looks, I believe that's Daniel Bressan.
I think it's Matt Dorber. I think a couple of people were saying behind the play if maybe Phyllis got him with a late one, I'm not quite sure. Don't think any of the linesmen or the referees saw it though, so
yeah,
there's nothing they can do about it.
Neither linesman seems to be calling Christian Vidicchio over, so it looks like we're going to resume with our free kick on our far side.
Adelaide City have started the better of the 2 this half. Let's see what they can produce now with a set piece. Going to be Harry Thomas to deliver on his left foot as well. Floats it near post. It's going to be a goal kick as well.
And Gideon the Rock gets a free header there, but completely misguides it. Got to be careful, Adelaide United here.
Taladera again, going up with a rock. Might have come off a bit gingerly after that one as well. Another giveaway this time from White. We've got numbers here if Karacha can find the play in behind. He has found Lynch. He cuts it across to Bressan. Another defensive interception, that time from Nicola. And again, Harry Thomas got to be careful here. He was on a booking as well. Ayubi now switches play to Musa Toure. Faces up. Gutierrez, he dives in. Floats it across. Another defensive interception. This time it's from a rock. Fabrizio, big tackle there from White. And puts his body in the way to win a free kick. Top of the box.
And Alessia, I think Harry Thomas had a favour done to him from Austin Ayubi for not going to the ground, because as you say, he was booked. I don't know what he was doing there pulling his shirt, but lucky not to get a second booking there from the honesty of Austin Ayubi, who just wanted to attack there, and it looks like he'll be on this set piece.
Yeah, obviously you want to see your defenders actively engaging their wingers, but at that time when you're on a yellow card and you're that far out of position, it's a bit dangerous.
You mentioned how much Adelaide United has used this right side, and he's got to be careful, because it's not going to be the first time Ayubi runs at him. Just got to improve from those turnovers, Adelaide United, because once again, it nearly got them to trouble.
It's going to be Musa Toure, Austin Ayubi, straight into the wall, and a handball call as well. You rarely see them, but apparently the linesman is pointing over saying he's called it.
It's almost like an NFL yard gain there. Gained a couple of yards, Adelaide United, get a free kick a couple of yards down. And I don't know, this might be an even tougher area. And that's a second? No, that's a yellow card to look at Fabrizio.
It's rarely you see referees pick that up though.
Well, Christian Vidicchio picked it up in an indirect free kick a couple of weeks ago at Metro Stars Modbury, and he was sending off for a handball on the line from Daniel Detroyer, so he picks him up.
from this range as well. It's quite tough to get up and down, so I reckon you might see a powerful strike from Musa Toure straight through the wall or just to one side or the other. So
Ayubi's also lining it up.
You definitely don't want to put that hand up again in this area.
No.
See who's on it. So Ayubi from that range, and he's cleared the crossbar.
Too much. So what you said, there's not enough space to put it up and down, and that was never coming down. Even, I reckon, from the original position of the free kick, that was not coming down.
Especially in that range, I think you just have to hit it hard and direct straight through the wall or one to the one side, looking for a gap. But if you're trying to get it up and down, you really got to put some more dip on that rather than just get under it like that.
And there's the value of your Matt Dorber bringing the ball down in this attacking area for Adelaide City.
Lynch now to Thomas. He's going to whip it in, deflected, bounces in front of the keeper, but easy claim for Oscar Page. What do you think of this new role as well for Fergus Lynch playing in the centre of midfield, Antonis?
Yeah, he's done it for Adelaide United in the past through seniors and reserves. He's definitely capable of it, and I guess it's someone that can provide some energy against a midfield that you know is going to be working overtime and trying to pass the ball around. There's another foul here, and the card's going to come out for Karen Stokes.
On the halfway line as well, and it's a sore one for Musa Toure. I think he might have got trodden on right as he went to go take another step. But as you were saying, I think I've seen it more from Fergus Lynch as a rotation when he's coming to the midfield, but to start in this game especially, when you've got a left back in Harry Thomas now who's left-footed as well, it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. I'd say Luca Fabrizio's done quite well for a youngster coming into this team. Obviously both of them replacing the natural sixes in Yared Abichu and Adam Piscineri, so it's good to see both of them doing well in a young team.
For sure, and you got to remember Coach Paul Pezos has coached Fergus Lynch for a while from his younger days, so he knows exactly what he's capable of.
Thomas now with Ayubi. Found the better of him, and he's going to keep his feet as well.
Of course, you mentioned Fergus Lynch, Alessia. His brother Henry Lynch is back from Scotland. We might see them on the pitch on opposite sides for the first time.
Another flick on from Matt Dorber. Going to be a full press from Adelaide City as well, and to go wide long to Johnny Yule, but tries to flick it on and no one's there to back him up.
And City look a little bit more lively in their press today.
It's 3-1 there for Adelaide United's A-League team as well. Stefan Maltz scoring and Panache coming on in the 64th minute, getting an assist in the 64th minute. So what an introduction there from Calviet.
A big opportunity for Panache Madana, obviously with Giuseppe Bovalina. A foul here and another card, I'm assuming. Patrick Karachu, who claims he's got the ball. We can hear it from the other side. And you mentioned before, Alessia, how we see a lot of cards in this game. We've got 4 already, all on the Adelaide City side. But yeah, going back to my point, the big opportunity for Panache Madana, who has a big opportunity for that right back spot with Giuseppe Bovalina going over to Canada, and he's doing his chances no harm, getting an assist early on, and Adelaide United seems certain to be getting that final automatic Australia Cup spot for finishing 8th.
Austin Ayubi now on this near right side, sorry. You might say certain, but over the last few weeks and the last few late minute equalisers against us, I can never be certain with Adelaide United right now.
That's commentator's curse work if you're on a different game.
Bressan now. Tried to flick it in behind, but he didn't get enough power on that ball as Bailey O'Neill picks it up. Adelaide United can come now. You can see the press from Adelaide City, though. They're getting real tight to them right now, so one ball in behind might be the danger for Adelaide United. Dakota now. Bit of bobble on that ball, and it might come all the way to us.
But they can feel Adelaide City that they're susceptible, Adelaide United, to that press now, because they are giving the ball away, so they've got to compose themselves a little bit.
Good touch from Thomas. Great ball to Dorber as well, and I guess he didn't see that time Lewis Larry Latanzio was making an inverted run instead of a diagonal one outside. He probably could have kept that a bit better.
Got to be careful, Adelaide United. City's caught them off with that ball over the top a couple of times now. Especially, it seems there's a hole in that midfield. And it's kind of like a role reversal. Now Adelaide City's not maximising their opportunities that we're talking about Adelaide United in the first half. And it seems like Amlani Tatu is being summoned by Vas Pahas.
It's going to be interesting. I've never caught a game where he's on, but he's shone it in the first few games, and he's just come back from his Joey's conclusion as well. So now you're going to see 2 of the 3 that went on that trip. And we're going to see what he can do as well, maybe lighten up this game. Big win there from Ryan White, though. Tries to chip the keeper, and probably a wrong decision in that moment, especially if you're not going to get under the ball enough.
Yeah, he's not got a friend there in Musa Toure who we can hear asking for the ball from here.
They're pressing again high here, Adelaide City. Oscar Page has found the free man in Malwal Nicola. Taladera tries to pass it on, but been crowded out again. The best interception that time from Bailey O'Neill, and Lewis Larry Latanzio's got a bit of space. Bailey O'Neill with a lot of space now, but cleared well over by Gutierrez, and now it looks like Andrell is going to make this sub.
Jay Barnett coming off again, being built into those longer minutes, an hour of football again. I believe he got similar the other day in the
Last
game you were commentating.
Yep. Did have about 60, and it looks like it's going to be an attacking sub for Adelaide United, and he might come on his right side as well, Amlani, and push Ayubi to the left side, and they've got 2 out-and-out wingers.
And I'm assuming we'll see Taladera then drop into the midfield, out-and-out midfielder role.
First touches now from Anlani. Good drop of the shoulder as he takes it past Thomas. Whips it in. Good area as well. Nobody's there to meet it. And Adelaide City clear it, but there's nobody up top there.
Harry Thomas can't catch a break. It's gone from Austin Ayubi to Amlani Tatu. It's a tall task for any defender.
He goes again here, 1v1. Takes a pass in with speed. He's in behind the box. Avoids the foul. Crosses in. Taladera now. Straight over the bar though. No danger.
Substitution for Adelaide
You can already see with his first 3 touches, very confident. It's like his marker's not even there.
And it looks
not
like
shy to attack.
It might be Ayubi who's occupied that striker role at the moment with Musa Toure. And maybe Johnny Yill's got the free roll in behind, and as you did say, it is going to be Taladera in one of those 2 6er spots. Both on this right side as well as Nicola and Tatu, both of the Joey's players, so they're going to have a good link up they had overseas as well.
Exactly. After something like that, you get to know each other quite well, I'd imagine.
Another booming long ball this time. There's nobody to meet it. Far wing of Adelaide City.
You can hear Dakota Oxenham asking for Matt Dorber to present, but the ball goes out wide to Daniel Brisson, who can't keep it in. But I'm wondering, how long does Matt Dorber have in him? He's the first that came back. Obviously very important for them structurally. Got the goal for them today. They'd hate to lose him early, but you have to consider that he is only coming back from injury now.
That one gets cleared over. It's 4-1 now to Adelaide United, and Harry van der Sarg scores for them. And Panache Madana with another assist. Super sub getting 2.
He's having a good time over in Brisbane, back in the A-League fold, and he's definitely taking advantage of it, Panache Madana. Of course, after scoring that cracker to win the game against South Adelaide last week.
That right side seems to be quite filled. I don't know if he's even playing right fullback with van der Sarg starting at the right back position at the moment.
There's a foul's given away here. Maybe he's trying to show that he is a winger, like he's played most of his youth football. Nick, it's interesting United not taking the opportunity for that set piece. They want the play to continue. And you can see Adelaide City in those banks of 4 that you mentioned before now. Have to play through them.
Stony on the left side now. Might look to cut in his right foot is most preferred this time.
Harry, come. DB, you cover. Back out.
See all the players trying to swarm Amlani now as you saw him get the ball there. There was 2 or 3 of the midfielders from Adelaide City who were trying to get nice and close to him. So maybe if he is that dangerous and they can see that. There's a shoulder to shoulder on that far side, and Larry Latanzio's got the booking this time.
Another one. And speaking of that, about Amlani Tatu being swarmed, you see that, I remember when Nestor and Kunda coming through, they gain that gravity quite quickly when they show that they are very capable attacking players. A lot of respect is paid very early, as we see Nicholas Francesi replace Luca Fabrizio for the first sub for Adelaide City.
And it looks like is Larry Latanzio getting some medical attention maybe as well?
Coming off.
Yeah.
17.
Must have got a knock in the face during that
Luca Fabrizio being replaced by number 12, Nicholas Francesi.
So temporarily down to 10 Adelaide City with Latanzio off. So we might see them being a bit more conservative for the next minute or so here.
Paddy across. Now. Easy now, Chelsea. Paddy, stay. Stay there. Get across, Stokesy. Gideon.
Overlap there with Bailey O'Neill and Ayubi. He cuts in. Finds White with a bit of space.
Good.
They might float across in here if they can find the left back. They do find Bailey O'Neill. He puts it in near post. Dribbles across the box, but well defended from Adelaide City, getting the bodies in front at the right time. Big dummy there from Dakota, and somehow it's floated across the line as well.
It's a braver man than me. I would not be doing that near my goal line as a goalkeeper, and the ball's out of play now, but it's a lot better in the back of your own net, I'll tell you that much. But it might be giving Luis Laura Latanzio a bit of extra time to get on the pitch. Still blood is the call from the assistant, so City's still down to 10 men. I'll tell you what, the City bench is not going to be happy if the ball gets to the back of the net.
He must have come off second best for that interception with Bailey O'Neill, and how he's not had any ramifications is quite interesting.
Yeah,
especially if Larry Latanzio is the one who got the yellow and incited the foul as well.
Daddy, slide. Daddy.
No chance to switch it.
Drop, Daddy.
Amlani now, another time to face up his defender.
Step inside, step up. Good. Christian. Stay Dorba, that's it. Dorba, not too much. Daddy.
I think City's requesting for Laurie Latanzio to get back on, but I think he's going to need the approval of the assistant referee, who's near the box, far away from him.
Cheesy. Look, stay inside, Cheesy.
Here's Tattoo now. Andrioli telling them to stay close so they can get the ball here, but that's a loose pass from Malwal. Now Vidiku is going to stop and try and get Larry Latanzio on. Even he's going to check himself now what the bleeding situation is like.
Gets the approval and he's back on from the doctor himself.
Vidiku as well, letting the coaching staff of Adelaide City know to sit down, only one up at a time, and make sure you warm up your players on the other side as well, of course. They have found Larry Latanzio straight away on the ball. Is he fouled this time from Bailey O'Neill? The referee says no, so he hasn't got his own against the player who's given him the injury earlier on, unfortunately, but now O'Neill's going to come away with it and try and play forward.
Definitely testing the patience of the home fans, which we can hear to our left.
Straight into the feet of Tattoo. You can see all the players around him. Did he keep that on? Referee says yes, as they get the throw in on the near side as well.
Using every millimetre available to him, and you can hear Paul Pezos on the sideline, very keen for that press to continue from Adelaide City.
Page now looking for a UB. That's well clear of his head. Goes out on the sideline. Bit of frustrations on the ball now for Adelaide United.
Just trying to force the issue here, but the execution's not quite there. Player to his feet, the instruction.
Yeah, they've kept the ball quite well, but at the moment all the wingers and stuff are just playing backwards, just bouncing it backwards, unfortunately, and not really getting at the fullbacks as they did when they were subbed on.
It's about having purpose in your possession. That was slightly off in the first half, despite the promise being there. You haven't seen it as much as Amlani Tarta's on the ball here.
Another interception from Adelaide City. I think what you can see as well so far is as soon as any of the Adelaide United attackers are getting there, Adelaide City are really blocking off those lines quite well, I would say. Frustrations continuing to the bench of Adelaide United as well, with coaches not happy with some of the calls, but I think it's been quite difficult. As I said, Adelaide City just blocking off the lines in the correct places and getting so many numbers around it, they can't really play forward.
I don't think that's the frustration I'm throwing. I think it's a frustration of how this game's played out, to be honest with you, and it's just being taken out on the decision because just haven't settled this half, Adelaide United, from the start. They nearly conceded to begin with, and they just haven't been able to make much of the possession that they've had.
Ball over the top. Larry Latanzio tried to get on the end of that. But as we've seen in previous fixtures between these two, a lot of late drama can happen. Remember that 3-3 a couple years ago. Had a couple late goals as well from corners as well. So you never know how long this game's got until another goal.
Yeah, Kane Vidmar and Matt Halliday that day for a 3-3 draw. Very memorable game. Definitely a game that's got drama.
White now tries to step out of defence. Didn't pay the free kick, and now Adelaide City have got it as well after that loose touch. Floats it over the top. Dorber, if he's got his pace, he can get on the end of this one, but called offside quite early there, and looks like he's quite tired out there at the moment, Antonis.
Yeah, it's the first game in a while, but that's, I guess, the question Paul Pez has to ask himself. Do you keep in mind for that focal point?
Great tackle from Gutierrez. Well, he's going to get the second one as well as Amlani and Musature have switched wings for the moment being as well. Here goes Musature. He takes his defender 1v1, gets past with ease. Still going Musa. Shoots near post, but down to the feet of Dakota. And there's going to be a sub getting ready here for Adelaide City as well. I think it could be for that man, Dorber, as well.
Looks like it's Isaac Martini, so I'm assuming it's going to be a like for like, but the ball's still in play and Dorber's still out there. He gets the ball here.
Thomas looks for him as well, and he almost had a loose touch there. Floats in, a good ball. Is anybody there? Top of the box. Sliding tackle from White, gets it away from Larry Latanzio though. Bailey O'Neill looking for a big switch. Bounces right, Musa might be on. Taking no danger that time, Fergus Lynch.
And it's that change that you said, Alessio. It'll be Matt Dorber coming off for Isaac Martini.
Adelaide City coming off. Matthew Dorber being
Like for like
replaced.
substitution, number 97 on for number 9.
Number 97.
Isaac Martini, quite prolific in the reserves as well, and he's played a few games in the senior team now. I think he's yet to get his name on the score sheet though. And be good to see if he can get it in a game like this.
Sorry, bit of technical issues. Isaac
Yubi now.
Martini.
Bit of space, good ball, top of the box. Tattoo's there now, takes it down, goes on his left. Blocked off well from Gutierrez. Bailey O'Neill might float one in. Still there for Tattoo. He floats back post to Toure. Big leap, has the strike. Ridiculous called the foul though on Harry Thomas from Musa Toure.
Hands on the back there, so fair enough for a foul there, but gotta be careful giving Amlani Tart his space because he's got a shot on him. You don't want to allow him the opportunity because he's going to take it.
Got a leap though from Musa Toure. If he had his hands down, maybe he would have got away with it, but it's going to be a dangerous last 20 minutes or so from Harry Thomas with these wingers on this near side. Late comeback as well for Brisbane Roar in that game, as you said. Like, it's never too easy for Adelaide United. It's never full time there until the last few minutes. Harry Thomas there on the left side now though. Floats one in early. Larry Latanzio is there on the volley, meets it. As does the save though from Oscar Page. Excellent down to his near post.
Yeah, City pushing, and it seems like the games are mirroring each other because after getting the lead, Adelaide United in the A-League, they're starting to concede a couple of goals. Brisbane's got 3, Adelaide United's got 4. And here in the NPL, we see Adelaide City push to try and reverse the lead that Adelaide United had earlier. We are level now, as both sides looking for a goal.
Thomas getting ready to whip this one in now. Seen Adelaide United score from that same side with a whip delivery. Let's see what he can do this time. Not a very good corner though, but it's found its way to Franchisi, who might float it in again. Bressan. He puts a nice one back post. Karacha's there. Going to keep this alive. No, he's not. He said it's gone out on the far side for a goal kick. Another poor corner though in this game. I've seen too many of them.
I've seen a few going, like we said, not getting past our first man.
Good win there from Larry Latanzio. Finds the feet of Martini. He tries to spin it behind and find the feet of Karacha, but again, there's interception from Satiri Phyllis. Now they play out Adelaide. Switch it again here for Musa Toure. He's got space and time to take on his defender. He's got Johnny on the overlap if he finds him. He does find him now. He goes 1v1 now, trying to look for a space for a cross. Does well though, Harry Thomas. Great defensive action there. He might get it again with 2 players pressing him. He gets his body in front here. Very lucky to get away with that one though, maybe.
It's going to be careful, Alessio. It's not the first time we've said this, but did just enough to put Ryan White off there and disguise that. Harry Thomas and win the goal kick. Good win by Marlo and Nicola.
No more goals in the other games so far as well. It's half-time, though, with Bacala and Sturt Lions 2-0 leading. Is the home side. And it's still 2-2 there with Panthers and Croydon Kings. And I'm sure you're going to see a late finish there that's going to be enticing. Always happens to be there down south.
Harry, behind you! Drop your line, Paddy. JC.
Winning that throw in that side is Gutierrez. A rock now going long, and this time he's got Martini to hold it up. Does win the header, but can't find a player to lay it down to.
It feels like this match has slowed down a little bit. Alessio is settled into a stalemate, but I believe that, like you said, there's a late finish in this game too. We know the history in this fixture.
You've also got some players on the bench of Adelaide United as well who are really bursting to get an opportunity here. Toure, though, beats Harry Thomas this time. That's a wild strike, though, and I'm sure they're going to take a while to get that ball back now.
Yeah, it's gone over the barbed wire fence there at the back. But yeah, they just need some inspiration for either side, which no one's finding it right at the moment. As you said, they do have a couple of reps on the bench, Adelaide United. But we know Adelaide City remains dangerous in this game.
Good flicking behind from Lynch. He might get the seconds here. Big challenge. Franchisi wins it. But Nicola returns the favour. And he's going down the line, but a poor touch has led him to pass it straight out. Bressan with it. Interesting ball in behind. Martini might get on the end of this. Big header from Oscar Page, who's must have been coming out just past his goal box, sorry.
And he's very aware of where that line is from the start of the game.
And Dakota returns the favour in reading that one fantastically well outside the box.
Yeah, proactive goalkeeping to eliminate Austin Ayubi's opportunity there.
Good, Paddy. Yes, up we go. Up we go. Get up, Paddy. Get him up.
Paul Pezos instructing his team to get him up now and try and press this back line of Adelaide United. Obviously they employ the same formation, so they've got the front forward to press onto the Adelaide United back four as well, but it's got to be at the right time, of course, and they win the ball back here with Harry Thomas. Tattoo, though, plays it down to Ayubi. He's going to keep this alive. And he's got players in the box if he can beat his man. He does with ease. Floats it over the top. And Alani Tattoo with a header over the keeper. And the backflips are out now, Antonis.
And we talked about how capable this young player is, and he delivers. A senior NPL goal from Lani Tattoo, and dare I say this is the first of many, and this may not be the highest level he gets them in as well. Fantastic play from Adelaide United there to regain the lead.
Well, what a delivery there from Austin Ayubi, putting a back post over the imposing figure of Dakota Oshenham. And for a young man like Amelani Tattoo to leap like that and put it into the top corner is a great finish for the young man.
He's got the ability, he's got the physical prowess, he is a very smart footballer as well. He's only very young, but we're seeing the start of what should be a very promising career. And we were talking about before that opportunities do arise now in this A-League team, Adelaide United. So someone like him must be looking at some of these young boys who are playing in Brisbane right now, rubbing his hands with excitement, because that could be him in the next couple of years.
And of course, you can't help but say that Austin Ayubi's been the architect today as well, getting a goal of his own and now an assist, and he's been ever present in that first half, and now he's getting some involvement in the second. But I think, got to say, from Adelaide City point of view, that was quite easy that he got in behind there and took on Karen Stokes. I mean, he didn't really have any skill. He was just shifted it one side and whipped it in.
Well, you said in your commentary, Seb, that he does it with Seb. Alessio, that is. He did it with ease. He went past Karen Stokes with ease, and he's a superstar of this league, Austin Ayubi, and perfect delivery, and Tatu just had to place it home. Very much so how Ayubi scored his first one, just tapped it home.
We might happen to see some of the substitutions now for Adelaide United. And we did mention at the start of this broadcast that they don't really have a natural number 9, and that's because he's on the bench, Riley Stam there. But a finish like that and a header from I would say, a fairly diminutive figure in Amlani Tatu, they'd probably put some pressure on that front line now to give him a start for the next week.
Yeah, that's it. Well, Amlani Tatu's game isn't the headering game. He's more the deliverer and the finisher from the wing. But he's showing us he can make a part of his game, because he wasn't empty net, but he was a good header.
Coda now. Great ball out to Harry Thomas. He's got the overlap in Bressan. Chooses to drive himself, and he's got Larry Latanzio, if he can find him, just manages to get the touch. And they're going to counter his attack. Larry Latanzio, pretty tame and over the bar, though.
And kind of let Adelaide United off there. I think they were a bit exposed there if Larry Latanzio got his head up and had a look.
We're going to make another sub here, Adelaide City as well. It's another youngster this time.
Luca Ullman, it seems like, will be coming on for Daniel Bressan.
Substitution for Adelaide City.
Looks like it's another attacker from their reserve team as well. Made a few first team appearances. He's been on the bench quite a lot as well, to my knowledge.
They won the reserves title last year, Adelaide City, so a lot of these players are pushing for opportunities. He's one of them, Luca Ullman. A couple of others play today in Martini and Fabrizio. Definitely some young talent, Adelaide City as well.
He's picking it up from the throw-in now. Looks like he's really invested in getting onto the ball early and spinning his defender.
And we've seen you can make a difference as a young player. Doesn't matter about your age. Amlani Tatu, obviously, so why not?
Poor touch that time from Larry Latanzio. Allows Musaturi on the break here for Adelaide United. Plays it in front of Tatu. He's got to play it back post if he can find him. This time he goes over. It's another one for Tatu. It's in the crossbar and it's gone in. He's got two, Antonis.
And there's another part of his play. That wasn't a smash. That was a very well-played shot. And we are getting the full Amlani Tatu experience today. And if you're in South Australia and you didn't know about this young talent, well, you do now. Amlani Tatu's got two. And this teenager single-handedly won this game for Adelaide United.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's got a deflection possibly, or I think he was looking for the player far post, so I'm sure he's going to say in the change rooms that he was shooting, but it's kissed the crossbar and bounced over the line, and now they've got a bit of space in this game, and they're going to maybe ready their last substitution in Riley Stam here in front of us.
Yeah, giving a run as well, another forward to join the party. I'm sure he'll want to grab one himself too.
Still in the 90th minute there at South Adelaide and Croydon. Maybe we've taken all the goals from them as well, and they've had that early start in their first half getting all those goals, but they haven't had any in the second half so far. But we've had them.
Flipped the games, haven't we?
Miscommunication that time between Ullman and Francesa, and that's just the story of Adelaide City season so far. Just a lot of miscommunication and just missed opportunities, I guess.
Hasn't worked out, has it? Still waiting from round 2 for the last win in the league as Austin Ayubi comes off for Riley Stam. And in the A-League, Adelaide United has beaten Brisbane Roar. Confirms that final.
Just about.
Automatic Australia Cup spot for the South Australian team. So they'll be right in the competition. No need to go to Darwin for the playoffs. I'm sure it's a relief for the players with a bit of a calmer pre-season.
Substitution for Adelaide United.
It might have been Ture with that assist to Amlani as well. So all the front line's been combining so far tonight, and we've almost got a contribution so far as well. Looks like they might be playing Stam in a wing position as well, which is quite interesting to see.
Say this forward line's very fluid. Would see them move in between each other.
Adelaide City might get a last attack here. Ullman sets it back for Francese. As a strike! Just over the bar, that wasn't too far away.
Yeah, and that's what they've needed, really. Adelaide City, just a moment to spark them. They've had opportunities, but they haven't been able to make it work in the final third this half.
In the last few minutes, it looks like Andrelli's going to empty some more of his bench with Joey Garuccio getting ready to come on. Good win there from Stam, and Thomas is coming away with it. Got Musatura to contend with. He might be fouled. Now he is, and I'm sure that's got to be a booking. Somehow avoids it after trying to side him down after a few attempts.
You can hear Ethan Andrioli making sure his young side doesn't switch off here. We know how quickly these games can turn on their heads. Despite it being 3-1 to visitors, it's all about organising the back line for this free kick that Fergus Lynch is about to deliver.
Looks like they were going to make that sub in Joey Garuccio at the next stoppage, but with a defensive inception now, they're going to maybe delay that. Ahead of that time came from Satiri Phyllis and cleared. Was that a foul in the box? It was. And that's a late penalty here. We've got a few minutes and some added time, so there might be some drama left in this.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times around the world with an air swing collecting a defender and clear penalty, which is given. And Adelaide City may still be in this.
With their regular penalty taker, Nicholas Bucco serving his second game of suspension. It's going to be Patrick Karacha to take the spot. Probably the most senior figure on the pitch left right at the moment. Looking to try and get his second goal in front of the home fans here of Adelaide City at the home end as well. In front of those Italian flags is Patrick Karacha. Down the centre. It's 3-2 now. Bit of life left in this as Adelaide City try and waste some more time and collect that ball after. And I reckon we got a grandstand finish here, Antonis.
Yeah, it's Adelaide City still on here, and Adelaide is doing all they can to slow this down, collecting the ball, and also making a sub. Joey Garuccio is going to be coming on for Johnny Yao.
6 minutes at a time as well is what the linesman said here. We did talk about a 3-3 in the past years and some late goals, and we've got one of them left to go if we want to complete that complete turnaround of this game. And
definitely a grandstand finish.
Musaturo wasting a bit of time with a fake kick-off as well there.
Need Riley stand back in this half before we kick off, and we're back off.
For Adelaide United. Coming off number 37, Johnny Hill, being replaced by...
Great touch there from Karacha, but he can't keep hold of it. Larry Latanzio might. He's had that battle all day with Bailey O'Neill. Getting a few late ones as well. There's a call there from Fergus Lynch for a late tackle on him, but the referee said no. Chairs there now. Ball's a bit too central though for Allman to claim, and they're going to waste a bit more time here at Adelaide United. They're playing out of the back. Here's Stam now with his first involvement. Little Meg through, Karen Stokes. Might get around Thomas. Does he win the foul? Referee says no. Stam puts it across for Ryan White. And it's a corner, so it might have been a save there from Dakota.
Just touch on that, Dakota Oxenham, but you can see the strength of Riley Stam there. Harry Thomas tried to put a shoulder on him, but Riley Stam was never losing that one-on-one battle, showing the strength of the young striker.
Referee's asking him to hurry up as well. I don't know what Musaturo is waiting for. It's a corner here, but...
He's not a corner taker, Musaturo, and neither is Riley Stam, so dare I say this will go short.
You are correct there as he finds Stam, and Lynch comes in nice and quick. Ullman trying to get a touch. Toure gets around him, and
it's a bit too early for that.
Franchisi now clearing to feet. He finds Lynch. Looking for a switch, I think. Finds Martini. Excellent ball. Might just come outside the box here for Page, and we clear that well into the...
But Alessio, they're playing a short corner, and they are giving it away, and they're creating their own problem here, Adelaide United.
Foul there just in front of the box, says Nicola went up for that header, and somehow he's won it after falling down to the ground.
Just got to manage this game, Adelaide United, from here. They've got to be smart about how to go about it. And that's what they're calling for the goalkeeper to take this, as you'd see.
That late goal as well has got everybody in the Adelaide City box next to us standing on their feet, ready for a grandstand finish. Even a point for them at this stage would be well taken and at least stop the rod of a few losses in a row now. Thomas with a strong challenge.
Yeah, bodies flying around. Everyone's trying to claim, I think they were trying to claim a back pass there. It was never going to happen, but Oscar Page launches it long. No one to compete for it, though.
Larry Latunjo needs to find an out ball here. He's fouled, was he? Referee says no again. And Adelaide City clear. He's letting a lot go here is Christian Verdicchio. Malwar with a nice header down to the keeper and trying to claim another foul as well.
Everyone's trying to claim everything right now, Alessio, but there's still a couple of minutes left to go.
Taking a bit of time here. He's struggling not to get a warning, but Tatu tries to get a touch, but it's too loose that time, and Garuccio is chasing down a rock. We need to find an out ball here, Adelaide City. This time it's Martini, but he's come from an offside position clearly there in front of his defender. And another stoppage, and Phyllis and Mbembe are trying to push and shove for this free kick. I'm not sure why, but... Phyllis with a very poor free kick, not even to the corner flag, and Adelaide City got another opportunity for a throw-in now. Everybody going up for headers now. Ullman gets a touch. Phyllis straight to Adelaide City. The ball's bouncing. We need to get this down now. They've got players streaming forward. Phyllis steps over the ball there. Karacha's in behind. Can he find a square? He tries to goal himself, and it goes under the keeper and claimed from Oscar Page. That was the chance for Adelaide City.
Yeah, it was very big from Oscar Page, but Adelaide United almost inviting this pressure onto themselves. They have not managed this well at all. And you can hear Ayrton Andrioli asking for time. His side's torturing him with the way they're giving this ball away right now.
Stokes finds Ullman. He keeps it alive. Thomas needs to find a forward ball. Goes to Phyllis again, and he slips on it again. And Ullman's in the line. Lucas Ullman again, straight into the hands of the keeper. How many chances do they want?
They've only got themselves to blame, both sides, regardless of who gets what from this game. Both sides.
And Adelaide United is playing into the hands of Adelaide City. The keeper kicking it straight to a rock there. Martini now tries to flick it on Ullman. 3 chances in a matter of minutes, all from this left side, and none of them have been able to find the back of the net, and Adelaide United get the win.
Despite their worst efforts. That was definitely not a masterclass in game management, Alessio, but if it looks stupid and works well, it's not stupid, and 3 points for Adelaide United.
And that's 3 wins in a row for Adelaide United, and they compound Adelaide City to their 6th loss in a row, something you don't hear or see very often, especially from a team of this stature. But Adelaide United charge up the table, and a couple goals, and those Amlani Tatu goals obviously proved worthy in this tonight's win.
Oh, that's it. He's got the winner out of it. Not the goal he was hoping would be the winner. But again, 2 goals for a very young player. Remember where you were watching this game, because I reckon this Amlani Tatu will be a name that we'll be talking about for a few years to come.
And at least we saw some inviting, attacking threat from Adelaide City. The first time they scored 2 goals in quite a number of weeks now, but obviously you can see why they haven't been winning games after some of those finishes at the end there. Really haven't found a corner.
Yeah, at least they're showing signs of life now, which is more than you could say from that last month of this. And we'll see, they'll take on to the next game. They'll have Yared Aberchu back, they'll have Nicholas Booker back, so a bit of positivity from this City side. And let's face it, they should have had a point from this game. They had the chances, but finishes 3-2, Adelaide United's way.
And it finishes 2-all there with South Adelaide and Croydon Kings, while Sturt and Bacala are still going on with the home team taking a 2-0 lead. And I think that's all from us here in the commentary booth, Antonis. We've been glad to be joined by you, and at least we had a good game full of goals.
Yeah, that's it. At least it was exciting.